to be here. Mike McGinn, Mayor of Seattle. I felt like doing an announcement, but I'll save that for another event. So I'm going to be really quick today. I know that, and what we're going to cover here is just a few of the things we're doing in city government. We're behind everybody else, by the way, so be nice to me. But we're doing our best to catch up. I'll give you one example. We did a startup.gov weekend. It was the first startup.gov. We were very proud of that. There have been 500 startup weekends before we did one. So that's kind of a metaphor for how we're doing. But we're working hard. This is mobile.seattle.gov. It's our beta. Take a look at it. If you want to give us input on it, we'd love to hear it. So we're out there. We're working on getting a native app for the different carriers. But we've really worked at trying to push information out. First thing we did was establish data.gov. So we put out all of the data we have in a format that people can read and use. This is one example. We have a 911 map up now, and this is actually on the mobile site online as well. So you can see what's going on with 911 calls. We've also done something where we send out tweets by beat. Our city is arranged by precincts. Within each precinct are beats. You can sign up for the Twitter feed for the beat in your neighborhood, get all the 911 calls with a certain amount of lag time. We don't want everybody showing up to the 911 call. But you can keep track via Twitter what's going on in your neighborhood. This one's really cool. Seattle City Light. What we've done is this is the same information that they have at City Light. So if there's an outage, when we discover what the outage is and get an estimated time to recover it, it's all online. So if your electricity is out, you could go to your phone, you could get outage information. This is important because sometimes to know that there's an outage and to know the cause is important, but how long? Am I talking an hour, a day, 3 days? Really makes a difference on what you'll do next. So we try to share information with that as well. Didn't snow this year, but this is what Peter Hahn calls the Where's My Snowplow app. And this is when it snows, the GPS, it's not up all the time. It's only up when it snows, so you can't find it now. But the GPS on the truck will be out there. You can see where the trucks have been. So you can see what's been plowed recently. We don't have enough trucks to plow every street, but we can plow the arterials. You can see when it was last plowed. Pothole Map, online Pothole Map. Everybody loves potholes.
Somebody tweet that.
No, it's there. You can report it online, and you can track it. The work order is tracked online, so you can see the progress that's being made and that they fix it. Although I'll tell you something, if you tweet it, we'll fix it. Hell, if you even hold a press conference about potholes, we'll go fix it. I'm not kidding. So this is dataseattle.gov, which has that. We're also working on some other technology. We want to get a pay-by-cell technology for our meters, so you can extend your time on the meter. You don't have to go back, feed the meter, which will be very cool. Yeah. Customer service. This map is in green are the 14 pilot neighborhoods in which we want to bring gigabit speed fiber optic cable to every neighborhood. So we have dark fiber. The city of Seattle has our own fiber optic cable, runs throughout the city. We have it for our own purposes. We worked with the city council to get authority to lease our dark fiber or unused fiber. That's going to be the backbone, and this is a company called Gigabit Squared, and they are now soliciting customers. So actually let them know you're interested because they're putting together their business plan, getting their financing. If everything works as planned, we're going to be talking about gigabit speeds to these neighborhoods and then more. End of the slideshow. I'll just talk a little bit more, and then I understand I'm supposed to take a few questions as well. How many minutes have I got?
You got 1 minute and 29 seconds.
Beautiful. This is really a big deal. There's a lot more stuff that is on our website that we're working to bring to mobile. I'll give you another example. We have Rain Watch. We take our rain meters, and we actually measure the rain. We get an algorithm that works with weather forecasts, and we make micro forecasts of rain. Really important. We have temperature meters in the roadway to inform us. It's all about this information we have. We're sharing as much as we can, but a lot of what we do is pushing information outwards. The real challenge is how do we receive information inwards in a meaningful way? And a lot of this is service-oriented, but how do we then move this to a more policy-oriented discussion as well, or real greater interactivity? It's not just that the technology is changing, but people's attitudes about how they connect with each other change as well, and technology is a big piece of it. But the analogy I'll make here is you're all here in a room together, and you all believe in technology because there's nothing more powerful than that human-to-human connection that you make here. And that's the challenge we have in government. We have to pick up our technology game, but as a complement to the the person-to-person interaction we have in neighborhood by neighborhood. This is not a substitute for that. So that's one challenge we face. The other challenge is with all of this information out in the world, people, the citizens, residents, visitors are much more knowledgeable and expect to have a greater role in shaping what the city will be.
My technology is telling me, let's hear it for the mayor.
So Q&A?
So, yeah, Mayor McGinn, first off, is there anything that you have to ask? We have a lot of smart, creative Seattleites here.
No,
Anything that you need or you want to ask about?
No, just go ask some questions. It's fine with me. Yes?
So first, a shout out to Bruce Blood and IT for including accessibility in the CMS redesign of Seattle.gov. One thing I would lobby you to do is to take what you do with potholes and extend it to accessibility instances, curb cuts.
Yeah, great point. ADA accessibility, excellent. Hey, whatever it is. Yeah, no, that's great stuff. And so the crowdsourcing of information is fabulous. So looking at curb cuts, disability challenges would be fabulous. Oh, we're going to talk about the Sonics. So April 18th and 19th, NBA Board of Governors meets, and they will discuss whether they will approve the sale of the to Chris Hansen and relocation. So that's what we're waiting for. I think that's the 30 days away. The countdown's begun. Next question. Oh, so I'm glad you raised that. So the question is mass transit, subway, or at grade, or elevated, where does it stand? And I was going to, in that world of connectivity, it's really interesting to think about. We connect through our phones, we connect person to person. Broadband is another way to connect, and connecting through transit, it's a lot of things that are old or new again. So we have a transit master plan we're working on right now. We're looking at a downtown connector to connect the First Hill and South Lake Union streetcars. That's more of a local circulator. We're jointly planning with Sound Transit to look at getting out to Ballard, which would be a higher capacity rail system. We have asked the council to accelerate a streetcar extension from South Lake Union to the U District. That would carry 25,000 riders a day. Big picture, really big capital needs do take longer. Lower capital needs can be faster. But our big challenge is financing. And I could talk a lot about this topic, but we'll go to other questions. Biggest challenge is getting the legislature to give us or Sound Transit the authority to build more transit. That's the big hang-up. Other questions? Yeah.
I know, we're bringing in the big machine, laying a lot of cement for viaduct, and I think a lot of that would be appropriate for the subway system. Is there a line to use that machine?
Oh, use the tunnel boring machine for the tunnel and use it to dig subway tunnels. It's a little big for that purpose, actually. But no, there aren't currently plans to do that. Other questions? Yes. We're doing our best. I mean, it's a combination of things. One is building housing. We're actually building more units of housing now than before. High demand tier. Exciting place to live. We are ranked as one of the number one top places in the country, to look for a tech job or to come. Our tech infrastructure is good. It can get better. Nightlife, historic places, historic renovation, transit, walkability, bikeability. All of those things play into creating the type of environment where we can attract really cool people and keep them. And that's what we've been doing. And I'll make a comment. 20 years ago, if you wanted to build a new company, you do it out in the suburbs on a green field with surface parking lots. Now, look at all the tech companies here and South Lake Union, and it's a real sign that the power of place to attract people is huge, and we're doing our best to create great places. Next one. I'm being really tight. You guys have been got this enthusiasm of keeping it tight.
You mentioned the difficulty of having the whole city communicate back to the government at a policy level.
Yeah.
We're building an application to allow a really large, centralized group to communicate back to a broadcasting entity in a meaningful way to issue.
Yeah, you can, sure, I don't know if it'll be me. I would connect you with Sabra in DOIT, Department of Information Technology in the city of Seattle. Sabra. Sabra. S-A-B-R-A. Sol Villarreal can connect you. Sol, where are you? Sabra, yeah. Absolutely. We're interested in hearing it. There's a lot of different ways to make these connections, and we've actually encouraged our folks to get out there on Facebook or in the blogs and provide factual information and try to loosen up what is typical conservatism in government. And, you know, people don't want to take risks of communicating in a way that may fall flat. We've been trying to encourage people to be more communicative. You can find me at Mayor McGinn on Twitter or Michael McGinn on Twitter. I personally monitor both accounts. I also have staff help me with the Mayor McGinn, and I will respond. So that's another way to report a pothole if you really want to. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.